Hey guys, I'm back again with another World of Tanks video. And this one was about a month ago. It was version 9.0. And I'm fighting in my Borsig. And since this is a 9.1 replay, I'm not sure if I'm going to see any issues. I've already noticed that the sounds are greatly improved, obviously. If you haven't been playing a lot of World of Tanks lately, or if you haven't played since the 9.1 update, you're in for a treat because the new sounds are definitely a major update for the game. I think it's probably one of the coolest things about the new 9.1 version. But this was the 9.0, and we're playing on Erlenberg. Put up some of the stats. You've got a team. This is a Tier 9 match, and I'm in my Tier 8 Waffenträger Borsig, German tank destroyer. And it's a good crew in this. I've played certainly quite a few matches in this. Still striving to get my mastery badge. I'm actually, this is one of the, I haven't played a lot of 9.0, so I think this is actually the first time I've even played on the map since we have these new little river crossings. Well, not so new now, but this was, like I said, about a month and a week or so ago. But let's go ahead and pick up the battle in progress, and I'll go back to my view if I don't get too shaky here with things going around. So, you know, I don't have XVM installed yet on my 9.1, so you're not seeing any XVM data, which I probably did have originally when I was playing the game. We're going to see the vanilla Daisy. Oh, see, I already snuck in a Daisy reference there because that's kind of what I've been playing lately. Vanilla World of Tanks. Yes. I'm actually going to play some World of Tanks tonight, I think, because I really do miss the game. Since I've been away playing Daisy for quite a bit, it's one of those games. I keep basically drawing the analogy that World of Tanks to me is like chess or checkers. It is a good strategy game that pretty much, no matter how you cut it, as long as you've got good teammates and you're playing smartly and stuff, you're going to do well. It's a skill-based game to some degree, and there is some random chance certainly into it, but there's also a lot of things that are just, you know, it's a strategy game, and it's where you put your pieces on the map, and you're doing it as a team rather than as individuals, which can get frustrating, I'm sure. But that's the great thing about it is sometimes, you know, especially, you know, probably with the guys who play clans. Now here's the, oh, let me fix my graphics or my labels real quick. Okay. So, I'm going to zoom out real quick here, because I don't believe I got a shot. But, you can see that the Object 416 is taking some damage. Just trying to get more shots here. I'm looking for a shot, and I see the IS-2 there, and I decided to put him out of his misery. Of course, this is using the 128mm gun on the Borsig. You can go with the 150, but I've opted to go with the 128 because it, you know, it's just a much better gun overall in terms of accuracy and all that. Most Borsigs I see running are running with the larger gun. So you can see I've claimed first blood. I hadn't played in quite a while, so this A44 is kind of getting close. I need to get him gone. But I know that there are other tanks moving in, trying to take shots on me. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting. But this hill is an excellent ambush position, especially for a tank destroyer like this one with a turreted tank destroyer, especially. But there's a Yog Tiger that's putting himself in a vulnerable position. As you can see, you know, we have a decent number of players supporting this side of the map. And they're going to quickly be swamped over on the other side because it looks like they have gone heavy on this western side of the map. You can hear the little noises whenever I zoom in because you're getting the interior noises, which I think is a cool addition. There's a Super Pershing up there I think I want to try to get out of the picture. He's taken shots at me a couple times, but he's gone. I'm not sure what these, and there's a T-28, which is a formidable target to try to hit. I'm trying to get his lower glacis, and I managed to do that, or at least hit somewhere there that pens. I don't think I was getting lag in this game, but I'm getting a little bit doing the video in terms of the... and I able to get him again, even though I must be hitting the top armor there. Now this Tiger 1 is pushing around. He didn't know I was here, apparently, and which is going to prove fatal. I'm not sure how you would not know that there are players here firing, but he set him on fire, but he had a fire extinguisher. So this is only working because of all the tanks you're seeing here And we just lost a teammate. The Tiger, well, not the Tiger one. The T-34 was destroyed by the T-95. So there's more stuff back here besides that T-28. T-32. Trying to basically just take these shots. I'm usually spotted thanks to the new dynamics here for tank destroyers. Actually, it got worse in 9.1, didn't it, I think? But I'm able to re-stealth and get back in here and keep taking shots at these guys. I think you know, I'm gonna wait till I do the stats in this game, but I believe I've penned every time here, and I penned there obviously because I killed him. So a little luck in this game. There's that A44 that I wanted to get rid of earlier. We're up to 3 kills. I'm not sure how much damage we've done. We'll see it in the final tally. This was one of those games where I was just focusing. I really was focused just on keeping these guys from getting by. And to be honest, I don't think I knew how much support at the time that I had behind me, so it was one of those things where I was really a bit too far focused like at these guys forward and not paying attention to what was going on the whole map. So there's that T-28, but there's also a T-34 moving up here. I should have saved that shot for him, obviously, because he's again not aiming at me. Not sure how he didn't know that I wasn't here. I mean, I keep popping up on. I'm continuing to be made visible, so it's not like they shouldn't know that I'm not here. But we've yet to even, I believe, get hit at all. We're still 11 at full health. I'm not sure that's going to last. Now, I see this E50 here, and he's one of their better players, and one of their remaining few players, so go ahead and take him out. And that just leaves the T-25-2, and was taken out, and then that's all she wrote. So, overall, not an amazing game in terms of what happened. I was mostly stationary in one place. However, okay, so here's the results screen of that battle in the Borsig on Erlenberg. Wow, it's just wow. I've been trying to get my mastery on this tank destroyer for quite a while, and to get it on this one was nice. I wasn't sure I'd get it because it seems like I've had similar battles where I did quite a bit of damage and so forth, but apparently I did the right amount of damage on this one and the right amount of hits because we got the IS Mastery, which is this little M right here. We got high caliber, and we got tank sniper. So let's take a closer look at our performance. We did 5,745 damage, 5 kills, so almost got a top gun. Base XP of 1383, so that's what it takes, guys, to get an IS Mastery. You got to get up to at least 1383 or so. And of course, we were number 1 on our team, obviously. In fact, wow, that's a lot of, yeah. This guy in the E50, he was on the other side of the hill for me. I didn't realize how well he was doing, but he was doing pretty well too. He had 3 kills and 3,500 damage. Looks like they had, you know, some other players that did pretty well too. We got a total of 16 shots fired, 15 direct hits, and 14 penetrations. So kind of just a -1/-1 scenario there. We only got 330 damage due to our assistance, which means we were really relying on other people spotting for us. So some of my teammates probably did pretty well on their spotting. All right, well, this is a little follow-up. I thought having one little, whatever, 8-10 minute video for the Borsig wouldn't be enough. So this little segment I'm going to call In Defense of the IS-8. Now, as you can see, here's the IS-7 here next to us. And it is a good tank. I've got this tank. It's great. Wonderful. Love it. But there's this disparagement of the IS-8, and I don't think it's quite fair, to be honest. This tank has a great gun. It's got the gun of the IS-4, and I believe also what the maybe the ST-1 or something. I didn't hear 9, but it's highly fast. It's mobile. It's not highly fast. It's fast. It's mobile for a heavy. It can do well, and this was one game I played on one day after not playing the game for quite some time. I kind of thought, well, maybe I was wrong about the IS-8. Maybe it is a sucky tank, and I just had this kind of excuse me, this very weird impression of it or something. But I'm going to go ahead and continue on here. But I think not, actually. I mean, it's not a great tank in all circumstances, don't get me wrong, but I think when played confidently it is a good tank. I think there's a lot of games, a lot of tanks in the game that if you don't think much of the tank going into it, it's kind of like, you know, the old little you know, kids' stories where the person believed in something, and therefore since he believed in it, he did really well with it. All right, so this is a tier 10 game. We're in a tier 9 Russian heavy tank with not very good armor. I'm not trying to say that the IS-8 is something that it isn't. It is not a heavily excellent armored, especially on the hull, tank. However, it can take shots, it can take abuse, and we're about to see it actually take a lot of abuse, but also do very well. The gun is what saves this tank. It makes it a worthy tier 9, not necessarily the armor performance. As a matter of fact, you're about to see right off the bat here. Go into what I'm looking at. You're about to see me essentially get clobbered by a T-30. Now, I'm not quite sure how he gets me, but he does in just about 2 seconds here. Boom. Let's click out. So he just got me right across the top of the turret. So even the good turret did not save me from just now taking about 800 damage, 750 or so. So, ouch. But I wait, I look for a shot, and I didn't shot. So the gun there obviously was not going to get a good shot against the Jagdpanzer E-100. So I'm down to 1,064. So now really this is when you start to realize, okay, so I can't use this thing as a frontline heavy because A, it doesn't work as a frontline heavy, and B, of course I sneak over here and say, oh, you're going to try to hide? I don't think so. So yeah. See, again, mobility. Not that that was that difficult to get up to the hill there, but so here, let me see. I gotta use my actual. I'll show you what's going on. We've got these guys to our front, like the Jagd Tiger over there. We've got these guys to the back, the section back here. So now, I'm not sure if you're in an IS-7, you'd be able to quickly move back and forth like this. Not that I don't ever get hit here. I do. But it still requires more mobility to pull off a position like this. Especially when they've got already bad tier 10 already. Now I know there's another tank there. The T-30 I believe is still in that position. There he is. And I didn't do well with that one. So you know, I'm not making every shot. But now here's the E-100 trying to get. But he's got to come up this hill, see? And I don't think he has good gun depression, but and he did hit me. But for some reason I think he fired HE at me, otherwise I essentially would have died there. Unless it was something else that hit me. I don't know at this point. We're getting those new sounds with 9.1. Very nice. And he's looking for another shot. There's the E-75. You know, but basically now I have the hit points of a tier 7 medium tank. Now I'm a one hit for most of these guys over here, except for maybe the E-75. He's moving back into position again. Now this time I was able to just take the shot on him without any reprisals. And I think he might have missed my teammate over there. So we're doing poorly, as you can see. We are down 6 tanks to their 2. So that's a good thing to keep in mind here. Took another shot. Now I'm down to 321 hit points. Now some of you will watch this and think, oh well, this is evidence why the tank is so bad. But I'm in a very vulnerable position here. It's not like I can take a lot of shots being as high up as I am and so forth. You know, even an IS-7 up here would be taking damage most likely, at least at the position and angles that I'm trying to execute here. But again, it's mostly for the sake of mobility. I wouldn't normally want to stick my nose out like this, but, well, not here I'm fine, but I mean further out from this point, because, you know, I'm going to potentially take damage. But I just have to get some shots. I mean, this guy could keep moving around forever, and I was able to get that shot, which that was a good, nice roll on that gun. So we've got the Jagdpanzer down to a more manageable kind of hit point level. Here comes the Jagd Tiger. I hit him for 435. Yeah, that 499 roll was really high, wasn't it? He's down to 26%. And finally he's out. The E-100 is out. Now this Yog Tiger's trying to move up, but I also know these guys are over here trying to take advantage of... They're actually facing the enemy who's come up behind him. Hold on, let me see what's going on over there. Yeah, the T-10E-1E5 that went by us a little earlier, he's actually moved all the way over behind them. He's flanked them. So if you look at the score now, you can see we haven't quite evened it up, but we've definitely come back from where we were. And again, I attribute this to players. I mean, this is why some players playing the game think, oh, well, we have them beat. This IS-8, he's defeated, right? Because he's at like 300 hit points. I mean, there's no way we're gonna, you know, we're gonna have trouble with him, right? Yeah. This is the hardest thing to try to get new players of any game, but especially games like this, to understand, is that it is not about numbers to some degree. It is about numbers in terms of if you're equally, you know, facing players of equal types, but it is not always about numbers. Now here's why I get, you know, I get a little too aggressive. The T110E5 is taking damage. But now we've taken out two more of their tanks. There's the T-30. He sees me. He makes a beeline right. He sees a number basically. I want to kill this guy. I want to get him, and so forth. Now I kind of probably shouldn't have done this because I ruined my mobility by doing it this way. Not only that, but I missed that shot. He takes me out. Now of course, you know, there isn't a tank in the game that's going to survive that shot from a T-30 at that range with 300 hit points left. I mean, he could have fired HE at me basically and taken me out. So here comes the T110E5. I was a little surprised that he missed that shot because he just tracked him basically. And they're still ahead. They have 4 players to our 3. So this is edgy, and they've still got we both have tier 10 arties, which I believe ours just took him out. He sat a little too long in one place. You can see our artie's got 3 kills, so he knows what he's doing. Let me speed this up a bit. The T110E5 looking for several players here. There's one over there on the far side who's over there with this is why I hate not having XP. I'm over there with the T-32. Now I saw that T-32 at 76%, and I was like, oh well, that's no problem. Then that T-32 is going to get him. This is one of the reasons I'm covering this game too, because I think the ending was kind of fun. I'm gonna speed it up again a little bit. Don't know what the heck that was. Me jumping around, I guess. Okay, slowing back down. This is so now the T-32. I guess I was skipping around to different players. Oh wait, am I at? Okay, now I'm at one normal speed. Okay, so the T-32 is looking for the arty, and there was the arty. I don't know why I switched off him, and the arty got the T-32. So now we're at basically even, although we have a tier 10 T110E5, and they've got a tier 8. What is that tank? I don't know. That's terrible, I know. Oh, right, Rheinmetall Borsig. Rheinmetall Borsig? Yeah, Rheinmetall Borsig. Okay, so this is what shocked me. He knew he was over here, and you'd think that the arty would be easily visible at this point. Maybe the maybe this British heavy. This is the British. What the heck is the tier 10 British one called? It's got a funky long name, doesn't it? Anyways, that thing must be a lot quicker and speedier than I thought it was, because he's looking around for him, and he's to the side of him. I mean, he's right there. No, I'm sorry, that's the Rheinmetall Borsig. So he's looking. And he's waiting for the Rheinmetall Borsig. Oh, the Rheinmetall Borsig looks like it hits him with HE or something. Maybe he was out of ammo, and our arty gets him. So now he does the right thing here. So there's the Conqueror over there trying to get a shot on the T110E5. Then he realized that wasn't going to happen. So now he's trying to shelter himself from arty. So he must have gone all the way around this hill, basically just around this side of it, just to hide from the T110E5. But he did a great job, because, I mean, how many times does that happen with a large, bulky, heavy arty where they actually escape being detected right away? I'm not sure about this play. I thought this was a little bit risky. I mean, he took the hit, obviously, but that was it. And so we won that game. And I think, on relative viewback, we can see what the stats look like. Hold on. All right, so in terms of team score, though, I didn't realize there must have been an Object 261 maybe on the other side of the map doing a really, really great job. 6,132 damage with 4 kills. I imagine he's probably what equalized things on the other side of the map. And of course the T110E5 that helped us out on my side of the map also did close to 2,000 damage with four kills. But if I rank them by experience, oh, look here, the IS-8 was number 1 with 4,000 damage, 0 kills, but 957 raw XP. Not a great XP game in terms of, you know, I mean, doesn't seem like a lot. But when you consider this was a tier 10 match, and if this tank sucked as badly as people say it does, it would not be up here. I mean, it was out there. It was taking hits. It was not an easy match. It did its job. It executed what a tank is supposed to do, kind of thing. And granted, I died in it. I would have been happier to win or survive that game, but I made that. That was my errors, basically, that put me in too critical or close contact with that T-30. I should have stayed with 300 hit points. I should have stayed further away. Okay, so just look at the detailed report quickly. Again, 4,000 damage, 13 shots, so 12 direct hits, and 9 penetrations. That's decent. 937 damage due on probably on spotting, I would assume, or maybe I tracked some vehicles. And then we traveled a distance of 1.27 kilometers, probably. The game itself was 10 minutes, so pretty, you know, reasonable length game in terms of it went pretty speedily. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed these two replays. Obviously, two different types of tanks and two different things. So if you like this format, though, let me know, and I will put up more. Again, I want to try to get doing some more World of Tanks stuff as the new changes and stuff roll out too. I want to be a little more in line like I used to with maybe testing some of the new test servers and things like that come out. So, but thanks for. Actually, I'll tell a little story, but I'll stick this on the end. I was on the Sircon had a 36-hour stream. In fact, I think he may well still be doing his 36-hour stream. Let's see. Actually, we can check on this live. If you guys don't use Twitch, you should try it. It's pretty cool. You can go out. You can go to Twitch. You can follow channels, and here he is doing his stream for 36 hours. I really have to commend him. That's a long. He's done this before, obviously, but he's doing a marathon stream. He's got he's got 997 people watching this at 9:30 at night on the Pacific Standard Time in the United States. I was actually on at 3 in the morning last night, right before I went to bed, and there were 600 people tuning in to him, probably mostly in Europe, but it was about 12 o'clock in the afternoon there, so he was just starting up there. So I'm having to watch a bit of a commercial right here, but I think you only have to do these at the kind of like the beginning or maybe at various intervals. And then once you watch your little commercial, you're done, and you get to watch streaming video of him playing. So let's tune in and see what's going on with this. I've got the volume way down on this, so let me turn it up. Yeah, let me turn it up. Why isn't it letting me turn up the volume? Turn up the volume. There it goes. Why can't we hear him? Can you hear somebody? Isn't that weird that we can't hear him? I can barely hear him. Actually, I seem to have 2 fraps running. Why do I have 2 fraps running? Anyway, so you can see they have the chat room on the side here. You can kind of chat, and then there's 28,000 people who follow him on Twitch. If you don't know who Sircon is, and you play World of Tanks and are on YouTube, I'm not quite sure what to tell you, but he's been around for a long time. Him and Highflyer 15 and Jingles and Jedi and many other people who play in this kind of group. Yeah, they're very, very, very good players, top tier players. So here he is in his bat chat. So anyways, there's a plug for Sircon and his stream.
Who the fuck puts a defense there?
A little more expletives than I use in my channel, but you know, it's a generational thing, I'm sure. So you know what? The bad thing is I've been playing click on my mouse to zoom in, and that would not have worked, obviously. Oh, and he just got killed. Killed it. He got. Yeah. So anyways, he's very amusing too. All right, well, thanks for watching my video, and of course, lots of options out there for you guys if you like World of Tanks stuff. But why I came here to begin with, I almost forgot. So I was on this channel at 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and I'm chatting in the chat room, and a guy, the name of Snoob Batragasp, talks to me in Romani, says, "Hey, aren't you Armor Emma? Aren't you PC War Machine?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I really like your videos," and he was just like really very complimentary, and I was surprised after only being in that chat room for 5 minutes to actually have a fan of my channel, and obviously his channel too, but a fan of my channel talking in chat. I was quite humbled. So Snoob, this video is for you. I'm sorry I took so long into the video to dedicate it, but it's for the hardcore watchers of my channel who obviously watch till the end and then, wait for more. So I know there's so many of you out there. I'm not trying to kid you guys, but I do appreciate. I really do appreciate the feedback, and I appreciate you saying you enjoy my videos or you learn from my videos. That's the reason I do them, certainly. So I don't do it for money out of YouTube. I barely make $20 on my other channel a month, and that's with 2,000 subscribers. So all right, well, everybody take care, and we'll see you next time on the proverbial World of Tanks battlefields.